Pakistan's embattled former Prime Minister Imran Khan has urged his supporters to remain peaceful in the event that he is arrested. Thousands of his followers have been arrested and face trial in military courts. That is following days of violence in which they attacked public property after Khan's detention. Osama bin Javed sat down with him in Lahore.
If I am jailed again, I do not want violence, because violence feeds into the narrative of the PDM or these parties who are petrified of elections, because they then use that violence to then clamp down on us and this crackdown on us, where they just, anyone affiliated with PTI is just thrown into jail.
But the 7,500 people who've been arrested, as the government has been saying, the cases against them are of incitement, aiding, abetting violence. We saw ambulances being burned, public property being torched. These are people who are chanting for you.
Look, all this is, you can easily, through a proper investigation, find out that a party for 27 years has never indulged in violence. This was a pre-planned thing. And in front of your viewers, I'm saying any independent investigation will prove this. How can the Corps Commander's house, now remember, I have grown up in Lahore. Corps Commander house is about 2 miles from my house. We know the amount of security there. How come demonstrations were allowed to walk all the way, 2 hours from Liberty Chalk to there? How come there was no police there? How come it was left unguarded?
They've got videos of your leaders saying that we have to go to the GHQ. Shahriar Afridi, for instance, there's a video of him calling for people to go to the GHQ.
Going to the GHQ is not a crime. It is part of Pakistan. You can demonstrate peacefully anywhere in this country. And when they see me being abducted by the army, the natural response would have been demonstrating peacefully in front of GHQ or whatever. But no one called for violence. Not one of our leaders said that you go and break things or burn down buildings. How come there's no investigation there? I mean, there are demonstrations all over the world. But you don't they were straight firing into the crowd. Why has there been no investigation in that?
Well, the government says that it is investigating and geotagging the people who were there. It's tracking their phones, and it accuses you of harboring dozens of what it calls terrorists who were involved in the arson.
You see, first of all, let's find what is behind all this. The PDM and the establishment, they are petrified of elections. Why are they petrified? Because every survey says PTI will get 2/3 majority the moment there are elections. Now, to avoid elections, even before this, they had 145 cases on me, criminal cases. A man who's known in this country for 50 years had never had one case, criminal case. So if you understand the reasoning by what is going on right now, the establishment and the PDM parties, then you will know they use this as a pretext to actually crush PTI. How can they have found the 7,500 PTI workers were involved? Have they any evidence? Most of them have not even been produced in a court of law. They've just conducted a reign of terror, breaking people's houses, walking in the middle of the night. Anyone whose PTI has been attacked by the security agency.